Okay, hello everyone. A little trouble with the opening there. Let's see. Come on, get back up to where you are. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, YouTube. Ugh, it was running a solid 30s. There we go. It's popping up. It's just, it's just got to overcome its little hump. Anyway, how are we all doing today? Ugh. I don't know who's the bigger asshole. The guy who feels the need to have their garbage cans washed out, or the guy who actually provides that service. I've been sitting here for about maybe 15 minutes setting up, and I hear this ungodly sound. It's just like it's running water mixed with something else. And finally, I get curious enough to just walk out and see what the hell it was. And it's this something called Grindbusters or Slimebusters or something. It's a play on Ghostbusters, and it's this. I can only describe it as like a little portable cart where you fit in your two garbage cans and it just washes them out. But and again, who's the bigger asshole there? The guy's like, "Oh man, we got to wash out our garbage cans because it's unsanitary." Well, of course they're they're garbage cans. They're supposed to like smell and be. You don't got to pack anything in them. Jeez. Uh, but it's also weird that someone provides that service where they'll just come and wash out your trash cans. I've seen that guy. I've seen him in the neighborhood. He only goes to this one house across the street, but it's like, bleh. I didn't know what it was until I saw the trash cans loaded up into the device. Bizarre. Oh shoot! I should probably tell you guys. This is Sophie, just an original character of Dubus Goobus. He does a bunch of animations on YouTube. They're pretty funny, and I don't know. I just decided to draw this OC one day. Another one of those just where you just kind of get a wild hair and just decide, okay, fine. She's pretty cute. I like her blue hair and her just kind of like weird expression with the one tongue hanging out. That's her sort of default position. Okay. Hmm. You guys, is there anyone in the chat or is YouTube goofing up again? Nope. Just me for now. Okay, fair enough. Oh, new pinned chat. You can now pin a message to the top. Oh yeah, that's old. What the hell are you doing, YouTube? Du-du-du. Let's see if this will help. Okay. Just I'm looking on my own chat. There we go. Nope, don't need any of that. Okay. Been trying to figure out how to use the perspective rulers that you get in Paint Tool Saya. They're not as intuitive as the ones in what is it, Clip Studios, but they are fairly powerful, especially some of these the 3D perspective tools you can, or the rulers. I found out that you can pick an edge of a box and then move the lines, basically like pick a side of the box, and then from that point you can pull the sides out and then pick the vanishing point from there. It's I'll have to show you an actual video of it someday, but it's pretty intuitive once you uh, get over the hump of what it actually wants you to do, like how to actually move the guidelines around. Oh, hello, Edgar. Ah, thank you. Yeah. Do do do. Anyway, I'm gonna sit out here, and also I found. Ugh, I've been shopping all morning. Uh, my family's getting psyched up for the holidays, and they've just sort of been on this chore kick. So I've been out shopping all this morning, um, figuring out a menu for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and my uncle. Grandma wants to have a birthday for my uncle, and we usually do something along the lines. His birthday is like in December 2nd, so we have like go out or have a barbecue or something. She wants to have a proper like surprise party for him, so we've been stressing out about that for a while. Hey MCK, I watch your Halloween and Xmas videos every year. Ah, thank you. When you made your Close Enough Halloween specials, I believe you meant the show. Oh, you thought I meant the show Close Enough. Yeah, that didn't escape me. Although the other working title was called Last Minute Halloween, but I felt that denoted like a negative quality to like last minute, meaning like sloppy or put together, which, hey, you know what, some of those promos kind of were, or at least they felt that way, like something now that would have been like really like low effort and cringy. um but like I'm thinking about like when they did the Monster Mash for Kids WB, where they took the different parts from different episodes of the show. Like they took a Charizard wings, and they took like a pumpkin head, and they took like uh Toro's body from the Jackie Chan Adventures, and they made a monster. Um uh, and it was like a big mashup of all the different like WB character lineup at the time. WB doesn't have like a budget like Cartoon Network to make like Night of the Living Scoob, or the one where double or put Eddie went on a date with Daphne. So yeah, basically, yeah, I went with Close Enough because I was like, I kept saying it during the scripts, like because that was the phrase that just kept on coming up the best. It's like, this is close enough to Halloween. This is close enough. Um, so I went with that, and then I knew that the Close Enough show existed, and they actually had a proper Halloween special. But I just figured, eh, call it that. Okay. How long have I been drawing for? Well, let's see. 10 years plus college plus high school. Yeah, about maybe 25 years. Uh, I've been trying to do it in earnest ever since I was like a sophomore in high school because I liked writing and I liked cartoons. And I figured that if I wanted to keep enjoying this stuff, I would have to get in some sort of like production style. And so that's what I did. I wanted to just kind of, I was interested in it enough, and I've always been sort of like, I come from like a semi-artistic family. Mother's a hairstylist. Dad managed the shop that she worked in. And then he was always like working out in the yard, like landscaping and such. My grandfather built half of Gallup, New Mexico, a not insignificant sized town. I mean, you would call it small to an extent, but it's actually like it's kind of like that phrase that they have in Britain. It's the largest small town in Britain. That's kind of what Gallup's all about. So yeah, I've been just studying for that long. Hey, CR, wishing you a great evening and greetings from Serbia. Stay awesome and let's see more art from you, dude. Right on. I'm going to try and do more of this stuff. Frankly, because it's one, I got to start drawing again, and then two, it's a quick output. Um, to just, like plop down a video every once in a while. If you can get like likes and subscribes and even just like tell your friends about like these if I could get a good audience on these small videos, then I can earn enough momentum to like not have to like struggle through like, the earning other types of revenue so that I can get into like back into like long form video essays. New Cartoon Network don't have a budget like Cartoon Network. Nope, nope, they sure don't. Nobody does. Everything's kind of falling apart thanks to the idiots. Like Disney is owned by that one moron. WB is going down the drain. They canceled Tuca and Birdie, and people were like really sad about that because they thought I don't know. The last episode I saw, and I thought it was like the season finale, is when Birdie went into Tuca to help her with her ovary growth, the growth around her ovaries, which was actually set up great about how she actually shrinks down and gets into Tuca. But I thought that was fairly a good place to leave off. Maybe not as a series finale, A16, but just as a proper, a good place to end a series for now. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, but anyway, like I was saying, I was shopping today, and Walmart had these portable um keyboards for like 250. I have no idea why they were giving them away for that cheap, but they're like Bluetooth keyboards, which is great because I have a little tiny tablet computer I got for like $40, and its keyboard is garbage now. It won't connect. So now I have another little tiny portable keyboard. It's not that small. It's actually quite comfortable on your hands. So I like her little stars that she has for her. I don't know what you call them. Horns? I don't know if they're properly classified as horns when they're on a giraffe. I don't think they're made out of the same stuff as horns. They might be like gross. Dingles, we'll call them dingles. For possible next year's top 13 Halloween specials, might I suggest the Homestar Runner Halloween episodes? You know what? I actually haven't properly sat down and watched those. I'm not terribly into Homestar Runner. Not for not for a lack of anything. It's just that, let's see now. What do I have to do here? Oh, you can connect this to three different Bluetooth devices. That's neat. I should have got the. So you got Bluetooth 1, Bluetooth 2, and Bluetooth 3. That's great. Why were they giving this away for just $2? And of course, her design. She's got like a large chest and a kind of a little like roly poly body. Just kind of find it adorable. And a hoodie. Do. Do. Huh. I'm going to see if I can get this running at 30. It's now hovering at 20 frames per second. Let me just uh, let me just pause this for a second and then okay, so restarting and then putting that on and then going through here to yeah, there we go. Weird. Okay. Yeah, that was just I don't know why. Hmm. I think it's because I don't know why. God, it's just as weird. But now it's running at a much it's running much better in it. How about some of the Halloween glove and boots? They even got their own twist of the Headless Horseman. Okay, yeah, I could look into that. Poor glove and boots. With all the stuff that's going on with Twitter right now, we should always remember that they really screwed over Facebook. Really screwed over a lot of people. Oh, shoot. I need my mouse. Well, I guess I don't. I guess I can work this out. They let's see, what did they do? They over reported, basically inflated their stock with how many advertisers they had and just like completely ruined the whole ecosystem for video producers. So that when I think what they were like Boots they did a great episode explaining the situation about how face they hello Alex. They explained it that they would post something on YouTube and then also post it on Facebook, but they would get less and less views on YouTube because the videos that they would post on Facebook would never lead back to the YouTube channel because people would always wait for them to be posted on Facebook. And so they decided to post more and more heavily on Facebook. Uh, but then the bottom fell out because or the bubble burst because Facebook was artificially inflating their numbers when it came to their share of the video revenue. And even though that happened, they just basically uh, paid a fee to the FEC, just a fraction of what they actually like skimmed off of everybody. So it was pretty useless, which is why I could give a rat's ass about Meta. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, this is running way more smoothly. Let's see now. What do I do? generic SD card. Other devices. I want to. Oh, okay. Okay. I hit F. Hmm. Oh, okay. C is pair. Okay. It's right here. There we go. Facebook 1, add a device. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't have a. It has a pair pointing for next year's. Not quite Halloween. Uh, wireless keyboard. Yes, please. Right there. And I recommend the Beast Wars episode Bad Spark. It introduces Rampage into the series and plays out like an ominous slasher flick. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? I might do that, but I can tell you right now, on the list, I have Reboot, the episode where they do the Evil Dead video game. Or the Evil Dead homage, which is weird because the Evil Dead eventually did get a bunch of video games. So that one kind of takes the spot. Maybe. Uh, I got that one. I've got the one where the witches come over to Taz's hotel in Tasmania. And then I basically, let's see, I need four more. And then next year's list will be complete. And then it comes down to writing it, and it comes down to, uh, filming it and all that stuff, and editing. Ooh, we're on to inking already. How long have we been on? Uh, I lost track. I need to get a separate timer in case I actually lose my spot. Is this a Nintendo character? Hello, alter ego. No, this is not an Nintendo character. This is simply a an OC by Dubus Goobus. He introduced a character, or two characters rather, Sophie and a homeless skunk character that Sophie tries to help. Um, they play off each other. Sophie is a good nature but sort of imbecilic uh, Giraffe Girl, and the homeless skunk is a homeless skunk. He's pessimistic. Let's see. I want to type something. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go get my Bluetooth mouse that goes with this. Leaving the office. Okay, here we go. I also don't know if you can notice an uptick in the quality of the footage. I've been exporting in Lightworks, and Lightworks is fine when you're doing video essays because it exports in 720. which is fine, especially since you don't want super crisp production when you're doing like video essays, because you don't want like companies to be like, oh wow, this is too good, you know. At least that's what I found. I found if you go bump it down the quality a little lower than what's available for streaming, then they kind of don't shit their pants. Um, but for the artwork, I went into DaVinci Resolve, which is another free uh, editing program. It's a pain in the ass. It's not as intuitive as Lightworks, which is already fairly obfuscated with how to like import everything and make sure everything's like working fine. Um, but I was able to. Lightworks has a cap for 720 unless you buy a license. But DaVinci Code will let you export in as high resolution as you want. You can do it 4K, but I don't got all day for that. So I managed to like export it in uh, what's the next? What's the biggest one? Like the size of a good monitor. Uh, 18 1860. I don't know. I always forget resolutions. I got to look them up. But anyway, I managed to export it in a much higher quality so that hopefully it doesn't lose all that much when it's traveling over YouTube. You voted this morning. Good. Good on you. Let's see. This is Monica and Friends. Okay, wait, wait. There is a Monica and Friends semi Halloween special entitled Birthday and Witchcraft. What's Monica and Friends? Where invitation got mixed up with her with the Fox Disney villains coming over to her party. Monica and Friends. What's Monica and Friends? Hello, Jay Fitz. Let's see. All right, this works pretty good. This new keyboard is about the size of that they have over at the public library. For some reason, they've got these like little, really scrawny, super tiny keyboards there, and the backspace is in a weird spot, so I can never like get a good type going when I'm over there. Let's see. ASDF, JKL. I always peck anyway. All right, this is great. I can do a good list going here. Monica and Friends is an old Brazilian comic strip from 1959 to present. Did they ever make an animated show about it? Or Monica's Gang is a popular Brazilian comic book series. They have English YouTube channel. Oh, Monica Plus. Okay, I'll look that up. Sounds groovy. Oh, this will be great when I'm working on when I use this little mini tablet. It's a little mini tablet PC. It's really old, but it's great for using as a teleprompter screen because it's way more intuitive than a tablet. Um, yeah, this will be fantastic. I have a little plastic teleprompter that I barely ever use. It's a little setup. You just put the the screen underneath it, put a rag or not a rag, a drape, the black and white drape over the screen. works pretty good, except for the fact that I hope it's not warping. No, it's fine. It's good. It's great. Ooh, cool, super. They apparently was a cartoon. I don't know if it was on Nick back in the early '90s. I'm halfway surprised CR knows about Dubus Goobus. When did I learn about Dubus Goobus? Was it? Could it have been that Batman one where Harley and the Joker? It might have been that one. I definitely know I've seen that the green guy. Pardon me, I'm hit the mic. I've seen him around, or at least his little avatar. Uh, which other ones? I mean, I know, Wabas Wabas, his Wario kind of guy. Oh, I know what it was. It was when he was like making fun of the algorithm when they were do when Mordecai and Twilight Sparkle was a big thing, and the one guy released that one video where Twilight and Sparkle sing "Moving Right Along," the cover of that one. Um, yeah, really great animation. They're like driving in a car. Uh, but then he made that other one, the sort of like a companion to it. It's sort of in a way where he's got like a blue jay and he's got like a horse that he's painted and put a horn on, and he's like begging them to do something, and he's like lamenting YouTube for like, pardon me, I hit the mic again. He's lamenting YouTube for like making him do such random crap in order to try to stay popular. That was pretty funny. Oh, also basically the YouTube video one where the little kid's like, "I'm so glad YouTube got rid of all the dislike buttons. Never again will anyone be mean about to you about you reviewing the tastes of different tennis balls. It's also wibbleweeding." And then, of course, I got into his Sonic stuff because that was like thrown around everywhere. There was no dub to it. Damn. Oh, hey, Brian. Ooh, good. That's cool, Super. Is my way. So trust my navigation. I need to set up. Let's see. What did I want to do out here? I wanted to start filming for cheap damage stuff, but I don't have any of the stuff I want. Hmm. What the song was the giraffe listening to in that video? I don't know. Metal. It was metal. Hey, Cornworm. How's it going? I don't know. It might have been a generic YouTube song. YouTube offers a library to its video producers that are copyright free. And also, I found this out on the sister channel, Princess Melanie Plays, that they're doing something else where you can buy, instead of just getting free stuff, you can actually buy a license from certain, I guess, YouTubers or creators or something Hopefully it won't replace the audio library anytime soon. Uh, just because it's not that intuitive. It functionally it's the same basically, where you you get to choose from like royalty free songs, um, but you also now get the option of picking from other songs that you can like purchase and then use in your videos. I would there's some been some Halloween songs that I've really wanted to use, but they've been like on like subscription services that I'm not exactly sure how that works. I asked a question one time and never got an answer. It was now if I sign up for like a month of your service and I use this into a video, do I do I lose access to the license in a year or so? If I decide not to re-up, will my YouTube video get flagged? I never got an answer back, so I used a different song. This was like maybe a Halloween about 2 years ago. Um, Also, sometimes songs will just leave the YouTube library and they will be signed off with a different company. That happened with a bunch of different songs. A bunch of people got like flagged about maybe 3 months ago because an artist signed a new deal with some other company, and then all the music got taken off of YouTube, and all those videos that were previously okayed by YouTube were now being flagged. Inspector Gadget, I don't like. Are you talking about like the actual character? He was definitely based off Inspector Clouseau from the Pink Panther series. In fact, they originally had him in a mustache. His Deke released a pilot where he had a mustache on. I think maybe they were actually worried about them being sued, so they removed the mustache and just called him Inspector Gadget. But Deke, yes, I believe Deke did work heavily with a bunch of French studios because they made a lot of the money off the back end from also releasing in the sort of the European, French, and Canadian market. It probably there was probably a lot of instances where they were using a Japanese or even a Korean studio to make a lot of those Deke cartoons, especially during the 80s. Ghostbusters, I know for a fact, the first two seasons were animated in Japan, and then the sort of the cheaper, faster, like syndicated episodes were made in Korea, which is not a slam against either one. It's just the market there. Uh, Good old TMS. What was up with Totally Spies anyway? I have no idea what was up with Totally Spies. They just kind of did a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know if someone must have been aware of it, what they were all doing with all their weird. I guess they were just like, I don't know, just coming up with silly, goofy things that maybe someone did or didn't realize what they were doing. Which is weird because I love the French style. Like, but they. Ooh, I saw some original production character designs, and the original version of Totally Spies was going to be like super French. Like if you ever seen a comic called Dance Class or uh, Belly Buttons is another one with like really like that sort of heavy dynamic line style. In the same vein as Pollo. Um, Even though I think the Smurfs were Belgian. But you've also got Asterix, and you've also got Kiko and Kakash, um, to a lesser extent, or an equal extent, really. Um, or my favorite, Lucky Luke, which is ah fantastic. I love Lucky Luke. Um, but anyway, the designs were like very, very much in that original style, which I think would have made it like I would have actually watched that show then, unironically, because I love that style. The anime style just kind of looks like really generic, like it's made from one of those books about like how to draw anime. Smurfs is Belgium. Okay. Um, I saw a clip of the Smurfs. The Smurfs did a clip of no, it's the new Nickelodeon Smurfs, and I saw a clip of it, and it looked really good. It looked like they were taking basically the original Smurfs design and that sort of the the French style of animation and character designs and just made it 3D. It looked really good. I was watching one with Leaf or Sprig, the young apprentice of Mother Nature. I don't like Papa Smurf's voice though. It seems a little wonky. Ooh, I found this comic in my really small collector called Dial H for Hero. Wouldn't it be funny if there was some kind of cartoon? Haha. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Dial H for Hero, which I think is DC. Is is it DC or is it Marvel? I think it's DC. Uh Dial H for Hero is basically Ben 10, which is fine. I like the idea of people making their own creation based off old stuff rather than the same things just living on and on and on and on and on. Dial H is definitely DC. Okay, very good. Thank you, Fitz. I remember reading about that. Like I like back when I was in high school and I had like a period between my classes. Uh, I like it was my senior year and I basically had nothing to do. I had like let's see what classes did I had? I had English, of course, because that's you have to have 4 years of English. I had algebra. Let's see, English algebra. I took art class, but that was an elective. And I was basically the student assistant to like four of the teachers I had at the time. So basically, my day was just going to like three or four classes and then just doing whatever, like grading papers, moving stuff around. Uh, and then I would spend, if nothing was happening, I would just go to the library and just look at all the books they had. They had a book about the history of comic book heroes, and they had a history, or yeah, a history of horror movies. So I memorized a bunch of horror movies. Um, they didn't have any of the covers in the book, so it was weird. I would read these descriptions, and then over the years, as YouTube became more and more of a review sort of hive, Someone will talk about this one movie, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that one. I know who directed that and all everything." Um, have you seen Lucky Luke Goes West? Yes, I have. Yes, I have, and I love it. It's fantastic, especially that opening scene where the Daltons just like run rampant in the middle of town. Uh, you don't. That was a real weird change of pace because you don't exactly see them going around town or like, actually like big populated areas. So that was a treat. Were they in San Francisco? No, they couldn't have been because the whole premise of the movie is going west. Um, Ben 10 ended up referencing Marvel more than DC, Kevin 11 being an absorbing man, and Spider Monkey. Yeah, that's true. That's right. It was New York. That okay, that makes sense. Because that would be a hub for all the immigrants to come and be swindled by the true antagonist of the movie. And they would also have the rail lines and all the different stores and the different banks. Okay. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, Crook and his assistant, the banker or the lawyer, pardon me. He was a lawyer. He wasn't a banker. Whoever they got to dub in the English version was like really that whole cast was pretty good. It's a little cringy when it comes to sort of the depiction of the Chinese immigrant. I felt that the cartoon actually did a better job. That was still a little problematic too, but that wasn't as bad when there was a sheriff who one of the Asian immigrants became a sheriff. Slightly problematic, but it was pretty good, and they all stuck together. I think there was like a was the barber French or was he Italian? Uh, and then you definitely have some sort of European with the ringleader. I don't know who the schoolmaster. The schoolmaster was just plain. She should have been British. They should have given her a British accent. Like, oh, bollocks, oh dear. She just sounded sort of like a regular woman. Same goes with the big guy, the one who is always swearing, but his swears were always censored by uh, weird sound effects. I've been watching that weird Snow White sequel, Happily Ever After. Like every other week, it's weird. Happily Ever After. Oh, you mean the Filmation ones? Because there's one where it's like Happily Never After. But I think that's like a time changing uh plot in that one. Oh, oh, oh. Let's see. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I guess we're starting on the shading. And yeah, we've got maybe about Can I? Yeah, we got about 50 more minutes. It's good. I got to go in and start cooking some dinner. We just had soup and sandwiches last night, really. But tonight I'm going to be making a pork loin. I'm putting it in the air fryer, and then I'm making sautéing some sweet peppers with it. It's going to be good. Yeah, it did. Ed Asner, was he a rapping owl? Was he an owl and did he rap? Then that is definitely the Filmation one. Yep, that's the Filmation one. Oh well, you can thank Goobus for that. I didn't. These are his colors, but yeah, I like how the blue and the purple really play off the yellow. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the Filmation one. Good old Ed Asner. Who's my favorite voice actor? Oof. Okay. Damn, damn. Like Maurice LaMarche is fantastic, and you got Billy West. Then you got Rob Paulson. It's really hard to say. And those guys are like, if you can get those guys on your show, then you've got like half a cast. Um, my favorite, you know what? I can't say. I think it's definitely those though. Hey, Pest. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try and start doing these. Because I can work on other things while I'm out here, and just hang out and showcase the artwork a little bit. It took until after Ed Asner died for me to realize he was Jameson in the '90s Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah, he did that. He's got a laundry list too, and it's fantastic. He was down to clown for anything. He was the villain in a little animated Christmas movie called Santa's Gift. Santa's or the Last Gift or something. Something with Santa's sack. I included it on a list. Oh, no problem. Everybody, go check out Failing Upward. Um, it Pest's series that he's working on. It's really good. Tress McNeil could play 75% of a show. Yeah, she could. She can. I don't know if she's that. That's the thing. Like now that all those voice actors, they're really starting to kind of uh oh, then they're getting older. It's getting harder. Um, like I was saying, like Dot has now this sort of like dry, sort of like sassy raspiness to her voice. Sometimes I said it. Oh, it really scratches the itch of the cartoon the series I've always wanted, which is I wanted to have like Minnie Mouse going through a midlife crisis, where she's just like totally burnt out by being like a corporate icon, and just kind of like has just I that's just what I wanted to see, just like her kind of bumming through Hollywood and being like, ah, crap, I'm doing a kids cartoon show where I'm selling bows. What am I doing with my life? Yep, he was Cosgrove. Oh, was he Santa and all? Yeah, he was like a great Santa Claus. He was like he gave Mickey Rooney a run for his money when it came to Santa Clauses. Other voice actors. Wait, who voices? I forget. Damn, I forget her name. She likes voices Fem Shep, and she's like Fem Shep and Cinderella. If you can look at that, like that spans between her. Uh, I think she's also doing Bayonetta now. Now that the other actress kind of screwed herself over. Oh wait, no, Phil Lamar, Jennifer Hale. Okay, good. That's her name. Also, I think speaking of Totally Spies, I think she was also the redhead on Totally Spies. Clover? No, wait, Clover is the blonde. But I want to call the green one Clover because it's like Irish. It's Clover's the only one I can remember. What are the other names? Uh, Clover, Clover. I can't push myself beyond that. Uh, Julie? No, Sam. Okay, Sam is the redhead. Uh, Sam, Clover, and Sam, Clover, and who's the short bob black the brunette? Alex? Okay, wow. Okay, that was off. Alex, Sam, and Clover. Alex, Sam, and Clover. Should have been B. Should have been a like so ABC. The one Evangelion later is a reference to another uh, cartoon by a Goobus. It's where I guess Foghorn Leghorn is telling a young man that if he watches anime, he'll get a girlfriend who is fat or furry or both. And since Sophie is not a skinny girl, I figured that would be like, and she's a giraffe. I figured that would be like a good fit for her. Did uh did Mark Hamill ever do any voice work for Totally Spies? I think he didn't he? Wasn't he a mad doctor? Oh God. Oh geez. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Boobarella. Okay, no, he played a mad doctor on Boobarella. Okay, that's I totally I it got cross contaminated in my brain. I was like, I remember Mark Hamill like talking to someone and she's tied down and I was like, okay, no, it's Boobarella. Stripperella. Okay. Never mind. Ooh, I did pretty good job on the soft shading. Oh, I guess I didn't go with the soft shading then. Um, Paint tools. The difference between Paint Tool Saya 1 and Paint Tool Saya 2 is that the soft shading, the blur effects are like really wonky. I almost wish that like I really wish that the artist or the programmer kept working on Paint Tool Saya. He unfortunately had to stop a bunch of times because well, he wasn't making enough money. People were assumed that his software was for free, which sucks. It's but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I just downloaded it off of a website when I found it. Someone like said, "Oh, here's an art program." I thought, "Oh, okay, this is cool. This is for free." It wasn't until years later that I realized that you know you needed to pay for it, and I bought like a couple different licenses just to make up for it. Okay, I think. Yeah, can I freeze it at? Yep, yep. Froze it at number two. That is Sophie. Yeah, I was what I don't know why I didn't do the soft shading. I guess I just wasn't digging the the style at the time. Um Also you used to be able to just mask a whole area and then use the blur tool and it would like give you a really nice effect. Now when you do it, it unfortunately has this weird like it looks at the edge of the place that's being blurred, and so you'll get some like really. Here, can you see my mouse? Oh, you can. Cool. All right, you'll get some really like the it won't be fully colored here, and you'll get some weird artifacting. Um, if you were to hit the blur on just the shading layer, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I'm going to look in to see if there's maybe an update or some technique that you can use to get around that. Um, yeah, but anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this one. How long have we been? Yeah, we've been alive for. How long have we been streaming? I got to set an actual clock next time. Okay, here. Let's see. What's this mine? Yeah, okay, that's an hour. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Like an hour's good, pretty good. That's like a podcast. Like people make a podcast once a week. If I get to do this sort of once a day, or at least as many times as I can make art, that'll work out fine. Anyway, yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm going to be just working on videos, trying to work on the whole sort of streamline this whole experience and make more drawings and more videos. In the meantime, everybody just take care, and yeah, I'll see you all later. You have a good one. I'm gonna go in and start making dinner. I got peppers to cut up. Anyway, ta ta for now. Bye bye then.